So once they figured out where all the issues were on the car, they actually take a cutting pad as well as a polish compound, and they remove the clear coat on all the areas where there aren't actual scratches, where it's too deep to fix. In this case, most of the scratches were from the factory or from the service center, and they were the swirl marks that are actually removable. So they went over every inch of the car with that cutting pad and the polish compound, and essentially just removed all the defects that the paint had. And I was amazed at the before and after, especially under the lights. You could see before that the car came with all of these swirl marks and all these fixes, and then after, it looked beautiful, it looked brand new, it looked better than the first day I got it. And of course, they're only paint correcting everywhere that it's actually necessary. It's not like the entire Tesla comes just terrible with scratches all over it and swirl marks and all this stuff. It's not that at all, but they were fixing all of the issues that it did have. So that whole process has two stages. The first is the correction, to actually correct any of the issues that the car has, like I've been mentioning. And then the second is polishing, and that brings out that shine and gloss in the paint. Then of course, after they've done all that, there's tons of inspection going on, super detailed, just making sure every inch of the car is totally perfect. So that was just the decontamination as well as the paint correction. And in my opinion, I think every owner of any car should get that right away, especially if you're planning to care for this car and if it's a new car, especially a Tesla because of all the issues I mentioned earlier. But then you want to protect that. So what they did is they put this ceramic coating on that's supposed to last about 2 years. So that ceramic coating is hand applied and hand polished all over the car. And at pretty much every detail shop, but this one in particular, there's different plans depending on how many layers you're getting on there, which ceramic coating materials you're actually using, and how long you plan for it to last. It seems like the ceramic coating was actually the easiest process because at that point it's completely clean, completely paint corrected, and they just have to apply that all over the car. It seemed like the paint correction definitely took the longest. But still, I brought it in the morning and picked it up in the evening, so it was a very quick process for these two things. If you were to get PPF or something like that, it could be a couple days, but definitely worth it. So after the ceramic coating was applied, they went around and just made sure everything was still perfect, and they removed a few water spots that had been there probably from when I had washed it. And what they used for that was a specific compound as well as quadruple zero steel wool, and then they used very specific microfiber towels after that, and then a waffle weave towel. It's a whole process. Now, I learned a ton today about car detailing in general and specifically Teslas. I had a great experience at Detail Union, so if you're anywhere close to Los Angeles County, I would definitely look them up and check them out. You can check